Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today, it is Friday, and the weekend event is Arena. So we will do that a little bit at the front. That's the video for today, in quotes, for this live stream. But we won't do it forever and too long, just at the beginning. And then I'm going to answer the comments from yesterday, on the stream from yesterday. If you left a comment under that stream, I'll answer comments from that stream. And then after that, we'll be going into the PvP. I need to finish up my goals and then try for the leaderboard. I'm in like 5th or something right now. I need to get up to at least 3rd place. Holiday event, I forgot yesterday. I need to do that. I had to get on last night and do my holiday battles because I almost forgot. World event if we need to. If we don't, I'm not going to do it for no reason. But if we need to, I'll do the world event. What else is going on? I don't know. Everything else. You know, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. UNDERSPIRE. You could keep going. You think you're done, and then there's something else. Just like yesterday. We did a 2.5-hour live stream, and I forgot something. Like, how is that possible? And it's doing the thing again, okay. Trying to upload the thumbnail. Just a little joke there. Just a little joke on the thumbnail. I know y'all can take it. It's not about you. Supernova, Kenji, how's it going? Where is that thumbnail? There it is. Arena. In all honesty, Arena really isn't worth the time, but if you do want to get better at the game, it is a great place to practice because it forces you outside of the box. It makes you use teams that you would never use yourself, and it helps you with the mechanics of the game. You got to match gems correctly, get cascades, know like mana blocking, team building, picking the right troops, all kinds of stuff. Like, you got to be good to beat Arena. So it just helps you. It's practice, basically. It's weird because it's like a beginner thing, but it's hard. But it helps you practice. That's why it's like not fun. It's like doing push-ups or doing layups. You're practicing. So, you know, but the time investment with the game the way it is these days, I completely understand. If you skip it this weekend and you do PvP instead, that's what I would recommend, is doing the PvP instead, or Underspire, or Open Vault Keys, something like that. If I was to give you directions on what to do this weekend, I would say, you know, PvP, try to get on your leaderboard. Underspire, at least do your free battles. At least you get your goals in PvP. Make sure the world event's done. Get your shiny keys. Open Vault Keys. Do stuff like that. I wouldn't waste hours upon hours on the arena. But I might, because I like it, but I probably won't do enough to get where I really... Like, I usually like to get to the writs, at least, because they're there. I know they're not a lot. They don't really add up to much, and it's the time invested versus what you get is not worth it, but I kind of like it. It's fun, so just kind of like, oh, if I'm going to play the arena, I might as well go to the writs. And that's usually how I do it. But this weekend, if I'm only playing a couple hours a day, I probably won't have time to do that. But we'll see. Alright, let's see here. Do I got everything? Yes, that's cool. There, just need to jump into the chat, I think. I thought there was one more thing I wanted to do. Maybe not. Alright, live tab. Is it muted? Yes, it is. And jumping into the chat. I wish that reminder would roll over into the actual stream. That'd be great. I wish they should add that function. Be sweet. Anita, thank you so much. Do appreciate it. Keep the lights on and the doors open and all that. Running out there. Rag in your back pocket, butt cracker showing. Because you're a mechanic. You're trying to get the engine started for the train. Like a plumber, a mechanic, you know how it goes. They're just working so hard, they have no time to pull up their pants. Alright, hit that like button. Let's get some people in here. We got Supernova, Kenji, Sana, Chad, and Eflee, and Anita. Almost ready. Alright, so here's a good place to see like what's going on for the day if you forget like I did. So we got the world event, or whatever, that's the Glory Shop troop, but Arena, Kingdom Pass, 2 weeks. So it starts in 2 days. We got a Kingdom Pass. That is one thing I do recommend buying in the game, even though I'm totally free to play and I never spent a penny on the game. It is something I do recommend people to buy. So Death Knight armor is always first, no matter what. Don't buy anything else until you buy the Death Knight armor, because you get 100% extra experience, gold, and souls for every battle if you just apply the bonus. You don't even have to wear it. You just apply the bonus for the Death Knight armor. It's amazing. It'll make you level up way faster than me, and you'll get all that extra gold and souls and all that. Like, I have to choose between gold and souls because I only have dragon and celestial. You can have all of it at once in one armor. Spirit of Giving is what I forgot yesterday, so I need to do that today. We got the world event. I just got to check and see if we have it done or not. And then this doesn't really matter, so let's get my tribute. 20. It's not so good. Hoping for more like 30 on that. I'm so close to being ready. One sec. This. Alright, I do need to bring up the comments from yesterday, but that'll be later. Alright, so first thing, we'll just do the arena real quick. We'll do like one of them, just because it's the thing that's going on today, and maybe somebody's tuning into this after the fact, which I do appreciate you if you're watching this and it's not live and it's after the fact. I do appreciate it. Any lurkers out there, appreciate you too. Don't say it enough. Alright, so games. Arena of Valor. Man, they just need to, like, double everything. How could that be bad? How could that... I don't understand. Why don't they just double everything? And that won't even be enough. It's not going to hurt the game. It's not going to do anything. They double all the rewards for Arena, or cut the amount that you have to do in half, or both. If they would double the rewards and then cut in half the amount of points you have to get to those rewards, more people would do it. But here's the Arena. I'll show you how to play it. Alright, live chat. Almost forgot. Once again, Supernova, Kenji, Sana, Chad, Efley, Anita. Mark is here. We got Chad, we got Anita, we got Sana. And Supernova says, hello! I'm one step closer to getting Stellarix. That's great, dude. It's a pretty good troop. Kenji says, have a great day. Sana says, hey, Rantman in chat. Chad said, what's up, Sinny and Sinners? Got the train, yeah. Anita starting that train, and then she powered up even more. Gained a couple levels. Oh, it's all good, Sana. You know, you do a ton for the channel. Mark, hello. Chad says, welcome back to the choir, Dragor. He's still around. I thought he was gone, but he's still around. Do appreciate it. Alright, let's go. The Sinnycool? I'm a typo. I'm a grammar guy. A grammar in. Alright, deal damage to the last enemy and drain all mana from them. That's not bad for Arena. Deal damage if blah blah blah. If there are any storms, bless myself. We have no way to make a storm, and that just gives life. So we're probably going to go with Ferret here, or do a reroll. I don't like to reroll because I like to challenge myself, so I might not. Got Egg Thief, who is better. Is one of those troops that is good. You'll see it in Arena. You think you want to pick it, but then it's not as good as it is outside of Arena. But it's still decent because it can summon. It might not do the mana generation that you see outside of the Arena, but at least it has a summon on it, so it's not terrible. But it's like Thrall, Egg Thief, Centuragon. There's some troops that are really good outside of Arena. You just got to learn like which ones. Some troops that are, like you always pick outside of Arena, you might not pick in Arena. And some troops you never pick outside of Arena, you will pick in Arena, like Lucy Freya. And there's some troops that you just never use outside of Arena, but they're good in Arena. Stuff that, the Wyvern, just random weird troops are good in the Arena. People are always asking for a rework. Why don't they buff these old troops? Well, play Arena then. They're more powerful in Arena. Deal damage to all enemies. Well, that's not bad. But it uses the same mana as Ferret. And so does the Bone Knock. I almost have to use Egg Thief. You don't want a whole team full of troops that use the same mana color unless you're building a very specific team. And usually in Arena, you don't want mana conflict, and that's what that would be. So I have to use Egg Thief here. Radagar's pretty good in Arena. Deal damage to 2 random enemies and inflict a random stats effect on each of them. Bombardier isn't terrible. Explode at Gym, deal damage. And then Burn. Burn is awesome in Arena. It's not even worth mentioning outside of Arena unless you're doing Fireblade or boosting off of it or something. But inside of Arena, 3 damage every turn is amazing because troops have less durability, so 3 damage a turn is awesome. So I love Burn. Anytime I see Burn in Arena, I'm going for it. But maybe not right here, because there's like a better choice. We got the Radagar. Steal 5 attack from an enemy and shift it to armor, barrier, or wild folk. I think I'm gonna go Radagar. I just like the random status effect. That could be anything. That's fun. Glade Warden, remove all green gems, deal damage to an enemy boosted by gems removed. Dire Wolf, Entangle, and Hunters mark the first enemy, deal damage to them. If there are 13 or more green gems, gain an extra turn. Wraith. We have no blue yet, and I kind of like Wraith. It might not be the best choice, but I just like Wraith. I used to use it all the time back in the day. Might as well. So not the best team ever. I think if I was a normal person, I would re-roll and try to get something that's OP. It's usually what you want to do. But since I'm trying to challenge myself here, let's go for it. Alright, we do have a summoner, so I might throw her on, like, the bottom of the team. Just to keep her there for all times. And then Wraith in first slot, probably, because no mana conflict. Ferret or Radigar. I think I'll go Radigar ahead of Ferret. It's going to be, like, my main dude. And that's my team. Not the best ever, but it's kind of like a middle of the road. Nothing's terrible, but nothing's awesome. So we got a middle of the road team. This should be a good challenge. Well, let's see what happens. What up, XPYG? Or I guess just PYG. How's it going? Mark says, I can craft Darksmith Drenza. Do you recommend? It's just one of those things you craft. I think it's that Cursed Runes or something. I can't remember exactly how you craft her. But it's just like the end goal to that whole situation. So you just, it's not like a troop that's good, but you're going to have nothing else to spend them on, so you might as well. It's kind of like the end goal of that whole thing. So it's not good, or you're never going to use it. Alright, so we got to make sure we get the best usage out of all our turns. Got purple, got blue and brown. And who we want to get up? We just got to get a lot of mana. We got brown into yellow into red. Okay, let's see. Radigar would be great. Don't have it. Purple. Let's do purple. This is similar to the Epic Trials. The way you play it. Except for the stats are lower. It's like a beginner version of Epic Trials. It prepares you for the Epic Trials, really. Yeah, let's get Radigar up too. Start applying those status effects. Like, you always want to take skulls. You really don't want to give the enemy skulls. You got to get the most out of every move, every match. You know, you got to build a team correctly and not mana block and not use all the same colors and have a mana generator, have a summoner if you can, have a tank. Like, I don't have a tank, but there really wasn't anything good for that. I might start casting. 10 damage to the last enemy and drain all mana from them. So let's wait until Minogor gets a lot of mana. I think that's his name. That's the other fun thing you can do, is guess all the names. Like, what's that first troop up there? I can't remember. Hexrat? Got it. Firebomb. Got it. Dryad. Got it. And Minogor. Got it. It's kind of hard. You should try it. You would think you would know all their names without looking at them, but you probably don't know. I don't even know every single one. There's some that I don't know. But it's kind of a fun game, like a trivia game you can do in Arena. It's going to be 4 random enemies, and you can see if you can guess their names before you click on them. We did that in, like, a live stream before. You forgot about the server link. It's all good. I appreciate it. You have to beat him somehow. Alright, let's go. I want to apply these status effects. So, 7 damage to 2 random enemies, so it doesn't matter. Let's just cast it then. Got freeze, and then he blew himself up. I think we cursed the other guy, though, right? It's not bad. Yellow. We got the Egg Thief. We could save it for a summon, or we could try to use it for mana generation. I think early in the battle I would just try to use it for mana generation. Finally can get Wrath up. We got 2 things that steal mana, which is cool. We could do that right now. As long as there's nothing on the board. Just try to steal this. Got it. They got Hexrat, who is pretty good. It's going to hit all my enemies if they do it right. If they hit the first enemy, or if they hit my first ally, they could hit all my troops. But I could steal their mana. So let's try it. Got them. And they hit me with skulls. Still waiting on that Minogor. I want to get him get his mana up so I can cast this guy. It's the last enemy, right? So let's do this again. Probably. Yes. A web and a freeze. I think Egg Thief right now. Nothing else going on. See how little it does there? It's because your stats are low. Like they make your stats low in Arena. But we do got this again. By the time Minigore time. Look, he's got 11 mana. So I've been waiting and waiting. Big old green. And let's get this. And let's do this first. Knock the barrier off, then do that. Ooh, it double hits too. If there's only one enemy left, it double hits. That's great. Probably should do this. And there's the first battle. Didn't lose a troop. Oh, my laptop is being dumb. I hope that's not my stream. Everybody is home and on the internet. That won't be a problem next week. No, absolutely no. I have trouble remembering my cat's names. Old people have earned the right to forget things. Sana says, right there with you, Allie, just like typos. Yep. I got the purple above the red. Make sure you always take the higher extra turn. If I take this red, it's going to mess up that purple, then we won't have it. It's just like a beginner mechanic that you will learn in Arena. And probably the skulls. Always take the Doom Skull. The enemy doesn't, but you should. If you have a choice, always take the Doom Skull. Does extra damage, why not? And you get a little bit of mana, too. See, Arena takes a while because you do have to sit here and make sure. It's kind of like Guild Wars, kind of like Epic Trials. That's the problem. Unless you find an OP troop, which is usually the strategy. Most people don't play it like I do. It's almost like the same team again. They got Dryad again. Oh, let me see if I can name... I can't see... I think that's a Spider... It's the Spider guy. Spells up, so I can't really tell. The bottom one's Vargoyle. We got Dryad again, so that's Vargoyle. It's Spider something, but I need to see his face. Or it's Reaver or something like that? I can't remember. See, I can't even remember all of them. The heck is his name, dude? This guy right here, the top guy. Crap. Some Spider or something, a Reaver. Reaver! Hey, I get half credit on that one, huh? Entangle, that's not bad. Let's get Wraith up. And... does anybody... I could drain Dryad, I guess. Or hit it for true damage. Either way is fine. We got brown, we got green, we got brown, we got red. Let's try the red and maybe get some green, too. Get up Egg Thief. Got a huge green. But look, we can make 2 extra turns out of this. Don't take it like this or like this, you know, we can get 2. So we do that, like they were saying. Then we do this. Then, when you have skulls like this, we could take the brown down and get the skulls too. Don't just go up here and like click this and get your skulls. Take the brown down. We need brown anyway. We'll get the skulls too. And they got a kill, but we got Egg Thief, no big deal. I'm gonna wait because I want to use it for mana as well. Hopefully I don't die in the meantime. That thing has full mana, so I'm gonna steal it. And then do this. Then we'll summon, because now we need mana, and we need to summon. Dragon Eggs brought into the game. We have no attack, but this Doom Skull will still do a little bit, and I don't want them hitting me with it. That's one way if your first troop has no attack, and the only thing you can do is skulls, you just have to look for Doom Skulls. That's all you can do. Kind of sucks when that happens. So you don't ever really want to put like a troop with no attack in first slot. Got him poisoned and burned. Just watch that do work. This battle will be over shortly. One is poisoned and one is burned in Arena. Got the egg. This'll be fun. Oh, actually, I gotta wait till I have an open slot, huh? This doesn't bring it... It doesn't transform. It just brings it into a different slot, right? I don't use that egg very... The deviled egg. Alright, got both our damage dealers. And I think we win. They burned after I hit them. Lone Wolf Michael is here. Allie says, for real, I have to check my own party and what they can do mid-fighting, especially in PvP area. Having fun in PvP with King of the Ravens and Fountain of Stars, says Sana. Allie says, I've been concentrating on Final Fantasy 1. Ooh, I played that back in the day. I played that. I had this... I can't remember when it was, but it's probably like 10 years ago. Like before YouTube. And I like emulated it. And I played like Final Fantasy 1 and 2 and 3 or something. I never got around to doing anything after that. Except for, of course, I played 7 and 8 and 9. Like everybody else in the world. But I went back and did 1 and 2 and 3, I think. Maybe just 1 and 2. Like the real 2. Isn't there like a Japanese 2 and like a American 2 that's called something else? I did the actual real second one. It was fun. I like those games. I like old RPGs. I don't care about graphics or anything. I don't need like those conveniences that everybody flying around on a mount and stuff like that, just teleporting. I don't need that. I like the old, hard, difficult, inconvenient games. Just like if you beat them, like you feel like, yeah, you're in rarefied air. Nobody else is out there doing that nowadays, probably. That's how it feels when you beat a game like that. Like, people are just too soft these days. They're probably not beating Final Fantasy 1, you know? They want their mounts flying them everywhere, and they want to teleport. And if they die, they just want to come back with no consequences. Alright, big old blue. Buckle my shoe. And take the skulls. Get a kill. Alright, can we drain anybody? Not really. Not a good time. So, brown is a great... If we can get brown. Don't see it. Green and yellow. We don't use yellow, but they do. Taking skulls like usual. Because, I don't know. Some damage. Don't want it happening to me. Again. Again. Do this. Poisoned. Nice. Can bring in the a summon. That's what Egg Thief is here for. Protect our second slot, really. That first slot's probably not going to do much for us, but it's going to absorb damage. Make sure our second slot doesn't die, if possible. At least from skulls. Alright, the last guy has a lot of mana. Steal it. Is it steal it? Or it's just drain it? Whatever. Either way. It'd be cool if it's steal. But now they can't cast. And I win. Alright, 3 more battles, and then we'll move on to something else. I just wanted to show Arena because that's what's going on today, and, you know, if anybody's out there trying to do it, if you are, leave it in the comments after the fact, and I'll say, good for you, you're doing the right thing, kinda. Or you're at least trying, you're practicing. I like it. Okay, so brown is awesome. We got 2 troops that use brown, but we don't want to, like, we can get red and brown and hope for a purple to fall too, so let's do that. Brown up there. We got blue, we got purple. We got purple here, we got purple over here. Blue and purple. You always want to get as much as you can. Red, green, green into red. As much as you can. Alright, Wraith. Let's cast it on their first slot, maybe. Before it dies. Drain it at least. I would love some brown. Don't see it. Green, maybe. Alright, got the rad up. It feels like in Arena, the more you win, the harder battles they throw at you. So don't be surprised if you lose like one battle. I swear, the better you're doing, The harder teams they throw at you, kinda. Sure, purple. Aw, come on, dude. You can't get up. Brown. Alright, we got a kill. They got a summoner, too, though. They got the egg thief. Let's get up the rat again. The rat is good. Let's cast it. Got a silence on him. And... 1, 2, 3. That'll give them skulls. They'll kill my wrath if I take this. So let's take the green. Now the skulls. I need to get that first guy out of there. I don't want to cast the egg thief because my wraith, I feel like it's about to die. Like, that guy has 8 attack, I have 8 health. So if I take the red, they get skulls. If I take the purple, they get skulls. Let's take the blue. Alright, we gotta cast wraith before it dies. Let's go. Oh, wait. Look. Extra turn. Right here. The skull is gonna fall 3. 1, 2, 3. Bangs. Extra turn. Yeah, we gotta cast wraith before it dies, so... Even though it might be an overkill, just stole his mana, so... Let's do this, maybe? No, they don't have any mana. So let's just take brown. Get our rat up. Let's cast it. Got a kill. That guy's out of here. That's good. Now they have barely nothing. They have no damage dealers. We're good to go. The only thing that's going to be annoying is that last slot, but we'll steal its mana. Should probably concentrate on getting Ferret up because we need to take out their summoner. So brown and purple. Brown and purple. I want to prevent them from summoning again because it's annoying. Let's knock their barrier off. They're going to do it again, but it's okay. Let's do this. Could have got a silence or something. Alright, Ferret, let's go, buddy. There you go. Alright, so I'm going to wait till... Well, he's got 8 mana. Alright, here we go. As long as there's nothing else going on. I'm going to cast it, drain him. Eventually, we'll take it out. The egg out of here. Let's try to drain this. Didn't work. Big old green. Radigar. Let's do it. Poison. That's just going to be... They're dying eventually now. Probably, unless they cleanse it somehow. There's like a chance to cleanse every turn. But they're dead. So now they don't have to worry about being poisoned. Might as well do this because we got the battle in hand. Doubled up that damage and bang. 2 more to go. Oh, Efley's playing it too. Cool. Allie got the Pixel remasters. Never played any Final Fantasy before 10. Michael says doing a remake of Final Fantasy 7, correct? I played the remake of Final Fantasy 7 on the channel if you want to watch me play it. The first one. I think they're making another one, though, like a part 2 or something. It's coming out soon. Or this year. Or next year. Right? Yeah, me too, Allie. I played that too. Sana says, I love the old SNES too. Games like Zelda and Secret of Mana. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good, Michael. Efley says, go play Wizard 101. Let's go play the Bard's Tale. Kenji says, Sana, Secret of Mana on SNES for the win. Did you play it yet? I haven't played Secret of Mana, no. I've played stuff like Xenogears, Chrono Cross, Saga Frontier, Final Fantasy Tactics, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. What other RPGs have I played? You know, WoW and EverQuest. Diablo out the butt. Played that a lot. Trying to think of some Phantom Brave. It's like a tactic game. I like all the obscure Like Saga Frontier, it was super hard. Like a billion characters. And like your skills you'd have to use your skills to build them. Something like that. They didn't spell it out to you really in the game. You have to like use a spell to over and over in battle for it to get stronger type stuff. Can't just like level up and get stronger. You have to use the thing you want to get stronger. It's pretty cool. And we got the Egg Thief. They're throwing a harder team at me, it looks like. Any extra turns? No. Skulls. Purple. We got another summoner in last slot. These people know what they're doing. What happened? Why are people knowing what to do? Oh, look at that. Barely got anything. Brown's our favorite color. After that, green. Purple's okay. Let's do purple. Could get rid of their summoner, maybe. Oh, they have no mana down there, so let's cast this. Ooh, Death Mark. That'd be great. That would be great. They have no mana still. Let's do this. Everybody's up. And let's try to drain their first slot. Got it. Now we'll cast the rat. Poisoned. Lovely. Got purple into brown. But that might cause a skull situation. Let's take blue. There, see? It caused a skull situation, see? That I get now. I waited. Let's Wraith this guy. He either dies or he loses his mana. So close? Oh, of course, bro. I waited too long to kill that spider. And it disappeared. You gotta keep your eyes on it, so you can punch it through the wall, remember. When you see a spider, somebody has to keep their eyes on it while you go get the toilet paper. Or else it'll disappear, and now you're sleeping with a spider. So make sure somebody's there, like, with their eyes on it. People are like, the kid or the woman comes, like, there's a spider! There's a spider downstairs! Like, well, keep your eyes on it. I'll get it. I'm coming. 10-4, good buddy. I got the TP. I'm gonna catch and release. Not really. I punch it through the wall. Make a giant hole in the wall. I have to go buy some patch stuff. Practice my boxing skills on the spider. You always overkill a bug, right? Because you're like afraid it's gonna run away or jump or something, so you're just like as fast as you can, and then it ends up being too hard too. Take a shoe, like karate kick it through the wall. Knock down the whole foundation of your house just over a tiny little spider. Run your car, go get in your car and run it over. You know how it goes. Get the bazooka. You gotta get out that bazooka for the spider. Like, where's the spider? Come get it, Dad. I'll get my gun. I'll bring the Glock. We got this. I got the pistola. Something's trying to invade my home. I'm gonna blast it through the wall. Go to prison. Over a spider. I got a big old purple. Got a brown. Big brown, flush it down. There's skulls in 2 different spots, so you can... This is a case where you don't have to take the skulls. First of all, we don't have any attack with our first troop. Second of all, now we know what they're going to do, probably. They're going to take skulls. Third, there's skulls in two different spots, so they can take them, then I can take them. So instead of doing... Oh, there's 3, actually. So I'm going to take this. Never mind. When there's skulls in 2 different spots... Oh, great! They killed my freaking summoner. We gotta get to work here. We might lose. Oh, wait! We got another summoner. Baby dragon. That's good. Let's just do this. That Spirit Fox is getting on my nerves anyway. Alright, we gotta Radigar the crap out of him. This is actually a tough battle. Ouch, that true damage is smoking me. Alright, Brown. Yeah, keep taking skulls. Keep taking skulls, I don't care. Cool, you just got that now? How does it feel? You're dead. Let's try to get the baby dragon up for fun. See what we get. There's gotta be something on this board. Look at that board. We got brown into yellow. There's gotta be something. Brown into green. Ooh. Now we do double damage. Watch as this thing does 14 instead of 7. When troops do that, I like it. A little bit better when they, instead of hitting just for 7, it hits for 14 when there's only 1 left. That's nice. Some troops don't do that. Isabel upgraded membership to first day out. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welcome to Shout Out to My Set. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Running out there to help Anita. Anita's a super powerful train mechanic. She almost had it figured out. She just needs your help very slightly, and you're just the thing that makes everything get figured out. And there we go. So undefeated. You know, that last battle was a little hairy, but still, what happened? I lost like 1 troop here and there. No big deal. You just gotta be able to play the game. You'll get better. Arena will make you better. It's like doing 50,000 layups or 50,000 push-ups. It's no fun, but it will make you a better player overall. You can't always copy-paste a team. Sometimes you're going to get thrown into situations like the Epic Trials, or somebody doesn't have a video out yet, or whatever, and you might have to like go through the jungle on your own without the path cut for you yet. So in that case, you'll be better equipped to do it on your own if you're decent at Arena, if you practice Arena. Alright, I'm not going to get these, I don't think. I think I already did yellow, and I'm very tight with my gems right now, and I'm just buying red deeds, so no. Alright, so that was Arena. That's that. We will do everything else now. I had to show it because it is the event. Oh, and you gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Keeping the lights on and the doors open. Alright, let's catch up in the chat, then we'll read the comments from yesterday, then we'll probably do my normal play for the day. So I'll start with the Venture Board Dungeon, then I'll probably move on to like checking the World event, making sure our guild is done with that. Then probably PvP or Holiday event. And Underspire. I keep forgetting something. Let me see where I'm at. Find my place in the chat here. Seven was amazing for you? Yeah, I liked it too. I played it on the channel. There's a whole playlist of me playing that game. Sana says, the good news, Michael, Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite because of the card game. I do like Final Fantasy VIII. I feel like it's the stepchild, you know? I don't think 8 is co-op, right? Tyrion says, stopping by on break, how goes the Arena event? We played one, you know, I showed it, I gave some advice, and told why I think it's a decent place to practice, basically. And that I don't think you should actually be doing it for hours and hours and hours this weekend, and the other things you could do instead. But if you are playing it, watch that first part of the stream. And I've done plenty of other videos on the Arena, like the 15 OP troops for Arena, and just whole guides on it and everything. So just type in Sinnycool Arena Gems of War or something if you need more information. Old version, not the new one, says Sana. Tyrion says Part 2 of Final Fantasy VII is PS5 exclusive. Oh no. I gotta get that. I gotta upgrade. Part 1 basically ended at Disc 1 from original game, basically. Efley says Doc and our 20-year-old are playing Diablo right now. That's cool. Which one? Which Diablo? Sauna says maybe because they watch you, Cinny. Maybe. Supernova says, in every game I've ever played, I've always gold farmed. However, Breath of Fire 3, SNES, and Magic the Gathering on Genesis were the hardest to do so. Catch and release, says Allie. Do karate on the spider for sure. Get the Abrams out, yeah. Yeah, we got a new member. Shout out to Isabel. We must pray. You are now a sinner and one with the choir. We must pray. Mark says, my daughter is deadly afraid of spiders. She yells for dad. You know, most spiders can't even bite you. Like, their mouth is so small that they can't even bite you. And, like, the amount of deaths from spider in the United States is virtually 0 every year. You know? I'm pretty sure. Like, if the nastiest, biggest spider bites you, you're still going to be good, probably. And if it's a tiny spider, it probably can't even bite you. Once you look up, like, spiders and information about them, they're less scary. Supernova says, vacuum cleaners are the best with spiders. I'll have to try that. You never think in the moment. You're never smart in the moment. You just do a giant crane kick, like Daniel's son. Supernova called 911 on a spider. They said they couldn't arrest a spider because they don't have enough handcuffs. Hey, thanks, Isabel. Appreciate it. I gotta find a different word. John says PvP got sweaty real quick. Super easy the first 2 weeks, but now that I'm in Amethyst, the top 7 must be living in PvP. I feel you, John. It's harder for me, too. I looked at it the other day, and I was in, like, 6th. In the first week or second week, I was, like, in 1st the whole time easily. Barely had to do anything. Now this week, it's kind of getting harder. I'm gonna have to do some work just to get 3rd. Which I recommend. People, you know, get your bonus first, your goals. And then if you want to do more, your 30-man leaderboard, try to get in like 3rd or something, if you want to do more. Supernova says I gold farm in the blue regions of PvP until I get 6,500 VP. Yeah, you're in the choir. It's a Bloodborne thing. I don't know. Some things don't really mean anything. You're a center of the choir. The choir is the members. Effley says, unless you're from Australia, when the spiders will get you. Allie says, survived a black widow bite. Need those gold, Mark, says John. Buy those books, yep. Alright, time to play the game normally. Oh, wait. I gotta do the comments from yesterday, sorry. Let's play a little bit first, though, since I just caught up in the chat and stuff. Always do my adventure board, there are gems on it, and I'm leveling a class. Like I say every time I do this. We'll do this, then dungeon, then we'll... Actually, I usually check my XP booster first, right? And look, it's adventure board. Cool. Perfect. I gotta change to Spirit Walker Talker Caller. There we go. Equip. And I'm just leveling it. I still use Rowan. It just shows how good it is. At my level, I'm still using her. It's just fast, low mana cost, 50% started, hits super hard, can level a class. Alright, I got the comments brought up from yesterday. Yesterday's live stream. I said, if you leave a comment under the live stream after it's live, I'll read it out in the next live stream. If it's a question, I'll answer it. If it's not, you know, you get a shout out, I guess. Alright, first we got Lego Man. And once again, remember, I don't really know. I guess I could look at the notifications. Lego Man D says that noon EST is 1700 UK, 1800 CET. So there's some information for you. So like 5 o'clock UK and 6 o'clock CET. Central, was that Central? We got Tyrion Shark here with a comment. He says, you are 100% correct on being a specific person to focus on Hierophant. I actually am on mobile. I will add it is a good class for the following reasons. It's a fire tree class, 3 times skull damage to burning enemies at level 100. It's the Bright Forest class. This is good for 2 reasons, though one is falling off. First, this is a Magic Kingdom. Is it? Is Bright Forest a Magic Kingdom, bro? I don't think it is, right? I think maybe you're thinking Silverglade? Let's go check. Because when I read that comment, I was like, really? Is Bright Forest? It's a Life Kingdom. So it's not a Magic Kingdom. So, less important than you think. So I'm not going to read the rest of them. Well, I guess I will. If you are pushing to power level 20, it's also the same kingdom of Leprechaun and the Mirage Queen. Any team using this class and 2 troops will get extra buffs for using 3 troops from this kingdom, which includes a small magic buff, but notably, the Phoenicia team used this to max its AoE damage. I think Phoenicia is Suncrest, right? Maybe that's what you're thinking, but Suncrest isn't magic either. I won't go crazy wasting gems today, but will likely get all rewards as I'm pushing for power level 20. Well, don't do Bright Forest, because it's life. But I agree with the first thing. You said, Fire Tree class, 3 times skull damage to burning enemies at level 100. Plus it has, I think, a cleanse on it too, right? Well, you can check right here. It says skill bonus has the heart. That's life. And it says +1 life for Bright Forest. So, only recommended for people that are... You know, Hierophant is a Fire Blade fire class. And you start with Sunspear, then you do Slayer, and then you do probably Hierophant. It's probably the 3rd best fire class. You know, Sunspear because it's the best. Slayer for Zul'Goth Fireblade business. And then Hierophant because it's the 3rd best. It has cleanse and all that. Pretty sure, right? Anyway, back to what I was doing. Lego Man says, excellent point on the class event leaderboards. I've won 3 of these in recent months on PlayStation, when I'm flush with gems after the Vault weekend. Seems nobody wants to spend 8 hours and gems to level a class like that more than I do. So more power orbs for me. By the way, a Hierophant is a kind of priest and also a tarot card. Yeah. I said Hierophant's probably not a real word. Hearted your comment. Yep. That's what I was saying, man. If you want to win a leaderboard, that's the best place to try it, is a class event, because no one else is going to try it. So you have the best chance. Otherwise, you're doing an event where other people are actually trying. Maybe they're going for shiny keys or something, and, you know, you're going to have way more competition. It's going to take way more time. You're going to be sitting there on Sunday night refreshing the leaderboard and stuff like that. I'd rather do a one-day event that nobody's doing if I'm going to get a leaderboard. And I only have to worry about it for 1 day, and it's very unpopular, and you could probably win. If you want to win a leaderboard, try a horrible class that you don't have at 100, and try to win there in the class event. It used to be a strategy to get Zul'Goth. Back before there were so many orbs and stuff in the game, you would win leaderboards to get power orbs to get Zul'Goth faster. It wasn't like the way, but it's a supplementary way to help you get to Zul'Goth faster. Brian, I think it is. Let me see. Brian Walker says, I don't look at the XP boosters requirement. If I get them, I normally run XP on my COT Delve grind. I think I might do the same with the Soul and Gold boosters as well, especially if the booster affects the Delve loot cards and multiplier. The XP booster... Yeah, I don't think it's super important, so I don't blame you for not looking at it at all. I do look at it, and I try to get it done, because it's usually easy and something you're going to do anyway. Like right now, doing the adventure board, and it's asking me to do it on the XP booster. So just in case it says something like, complete the dungeon, and usually I just pick, and if I don't get it perfect, I don't do the dungeon, because I don't need diamonds or jewels or anything. So if I check the XP booster, though, and it says, complete the dungeon, then I actually will complete it, and I'll play it correctly and, you know, fight the fights when I see them instead of getting a trap or something. If it asks me to do a delve, and some days I don't do a delve, then I'll actually go do one. Because I want to anyway. Like, that's one of my things I'm doing, so I might as well. So I check it out, but it's not super important. I think it's a waste of time. Another thing the devs are trapping players with, wasting their time with. Like I said, the difference between 1555 and 1556 and 1557 and 1558, you don't get anything. What's the point? Until you get all the way to 2000. I guess you technically get like a mastery, but when you get that high in mastery, like one level is not going to affect anything. Alright, I checked my mail. Let's collect this. I forgot to get my class event rewards. And I got 2 days on that. Check my offers in case there's a verse or some deeds I want. Nothing. And we're done with the venture board. And now I'll do dungeon. Still picking 2, 3, 6 until I get a perfect. And then I'm going to switch. 2 is almost always a trap, so don't be like me. Every time I say that, it's not a trap. But there you go. Look at that. I was picking 2, 3, 6, and look what I got. That's completely wrong. All the way wrong. Buying the dungeon offer for Stellarix right now. I have enough gems at the moment. I'm skipping out on going to 7 in the Underspire to do it, though. I don't have unlimited gems. But that's the dungeon done, adventure board done. I showed arena, so next would be... Let's check on the guild and see if we're done with sleigh bells. But I feel you, Brian, on that, and I would never try to change your mind about that, so I think you're doing the right thing. If it's something you're already going to do, though, I mean, I just check it. It takes 5 seconds to check it, and then if it's something you might have done anyway, you might as well go do it, and then to collect it and run it just while you're playing normally is fine. I just don't like people that go to Explore 1 and run Ironhawk or something for their XP booster as a thing they're doing on top of everything else for 15 more minutes when they're already played the game for 2 hours. Like, I feel like that's a trick, a trap from the devs that is not going to get you anything, for real. Okay, we're not done, so I got to do the world event. Still using the low-level team, because why not? It keeps working. Alright, we got Garth George, who said, a good team for Underspire and class is Summers, Fury, Ferenzi, Queen Titania, and Leprechaun. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can agree with that. Summers, Fury putting red on, Queen Titania maybe getting an extra turn. I don't like the Ferenz troop, but like there's a reason I didn't pick her, and there's a reason I make the teams the way I do. But that's not a bad team. I like it. I wouldn't argue with that team. Summers, Fury, Ferenz, Queen Titania, and Leprechaun. Yeah, I couldn't argue with that one. I would have to look at it and make sure it's not mana blocking or something, but on paper it looks decent. Tyrion Shark says, missed the live show. Stupid having to work, but thanks for the stream and something to watch on lunch. Leave a like, peeps. Well, I appreciate you watching after. I know it's a long, scary live stream, but hopefully people get used to it. I try to put the most topical thing at the very front. Try to be as interactive as possible. Alright, let's see who this is here. It says, your mom loves me more. That's their name. They said, 2 questions for you, not video related. Trying to get a couple of the imp cards. I know they're seasonal, and I can craft them rarely in the forge, but what chest can I open to pull them otherwise? And then how do I get weapons that are not from the 250 wins and classes? I've already completed all the quests in the kingdom, not all the class quests. Is there any other way to obtain them? By the way, I was watching the Ultimate Medals vid. Fantastic. Yeah, I got the Ultimate Medals video. Anyway, the imp cards are seasonal, so they're not even in the drop table except for during their season, I'm pretty sure. So if it's like the summer imp, it's going to be for 3 months during summer. The winter imp, it's going to be 3 months in the winter. You know how it goes. The autumnal imp will be in autumn. Pretty sure, right? Like, you can't get them anywhere except for, like, glory, gem, guild chests, and stuff like that during their season. And then they're in the Soul Forge on a rotation, too. So they're kind of hard to get. So when you see them, and if you don't have them and you see them, you should probably grab them if they're in the Soul Forge, because it's not like a good troop. You're not going to use it. But I'm pretty sure, right? Like, they're only available for like 3 months out of the year. Unless they rotate into the Soul Forge, maybe. They show you, too, on the game. It'll be on the event tab. It'll say, like, you know, the Imp of Love is here for during, like, Valentine's Day time. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat there, but, you know, there's like 4 of them or something, and they're in the table for like 3 months each, and then they all rotate through the Soul Forge. So not easy to get. It's kind of like the weapons you're talking about here. Weapons that are not from the 250 wins and classes. Some weapons are just like you had to buy them when the event was going on. Like you had to buy up in the shop to get them. That's why I say anytime there's an event with a weapon that's new, you should buy up to the weapon in the shop because it's going to be hard to get it after that. But they will also rotate back through in the Soul Forge. When it's the kingdom, you can go to the weapon that you don't have. You can see which kingdom it's from. Just click like unowned in your weapons tab, and then it'll say like what kingdom it's from on the card. And then when that kingdom week comes through, like this week it's Bright Forest, so there's Bright Forest weapons in the Soul Forge. So, you know, there's some weapons you can only buy with real money, but most weapons function like that. They're from a kingdom, and they will be in the Soul Forge when it's that kingdom's week. Like, this week is Bright Forest, so Bright Forest weapons are in the Soul Forge. Summer's Aegis, and Trickster Shot, and Celestial Flask, and all that. There is a few weapons, though, that are for money only, because they want to make money, and, you know, it's the FOMO thing. And then there's weapons, like you said, with the class event. You have to get 250 victories to get that weapon. There's some quests you have to do for certain weapons in the early game. There's a weapon that, at the very beginning of the game, there's like 3 different weapons you choose from now, but those will also come back through the Soul Forge. 90% of them will, 90-something% of them will come back through the Soul Forge on their Kingdom's Week. So that's the main way you're going to get them if you missed them the first time. But there's weapons like Dawnbringer you have to craft in the Soul Forge, and Duskbringer, and, you know, the Red Macaco is a pay weapon that you can't get anywhere right now. You have to get other weapons and build it in the Soul Forge, which is going to take a minute. You're going to have to wait until those weapons come through on their Kingdom Week and craft those to do the Captain Planet for the Red Macaco. And then there's weapons like, I think, in the Underworld for each faction. Each faction has a weapon. So there's lots of different places, but the main way is, like I said, the Soul Forge, the Kingdom Week, crafting it if you missed it the first time. That's why it's so important to grab them if you see them in the shop while the event's going on. So if there's an invasion event and there's a new weapon in the invasion event, I don't know if that's a good example, but you should get it. You should buy up to it anyway. Like, to do your share for your guild anyway, you should be buying up to that point anyway. And it just happens to be where the weapon is, whether it's Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, whatever it is. It's probably where you should be buying up to anyway to do your share. So you might as well get it while it's new, so you don't have to wait 9 months for it to come back around in the Soul Forge. And all of a sudden, you're missing that weapon for almost a year. Hopefully I answered your question, but thank you for watching the Ultimate Medals video. Dr. Mops says, F, I missed it. I'll watch the replay. Let's see if we use the same teams. Let me know. Let me know if you use the same teams. Alright, back to the actual live chat, because that's all the comments from yesterday. Mark says, do you like Queen Aurora troop? Just got it in chests. It's not bad. It's from Silverglade. So speaking of a troop that's from a Magic Kingdom. It's from Silverglade, so now you have a mythic from a Magic Kingdom, which is never my first thought, but as far as Queen Aurora goes, that's one of her perks. She used to be really good. She's one of those. Like, if it was 5 years ago, 4 years ago, she would be, like, top 20. But just more things keep coming into the game, and she keeps dropping and dropping and dropping, similar to Infernus or Ferris Ra and stuff like that. Ketcherus. Like, they used to be good, but now everything keeps coming. Like, Lord of Slaughter comes in, Tina comes in, Ironhawk comes in. Just keeps dropping them and dropping them. So it's one of those where it used to be good, but I don't see myself using it very often. It has a cool third trait where you get plus to every color. It's called Rainbow Link. Sometimes you'll be looking for a color link so you can get up certain things quicker. And it applies to every color, which is cool. So it gives you like extra mana every time you make a match. And it's also a mana generator. I think it makes like 10 of a chosen color or something like that. It's not bad, but you'll never see me using it, for example. I would call it maybe a B- tier. We're going S, A, B, C, D. It's like a B-. That used to be a A-. I think people would agree. But hey, congratulations. That's a good one to pull. At least you didn't pull Gargantuar or something, or Shade of Zorn. He says, after I hit level 1000, OMG, the teams are insane in PvP. Yeah, I feel ya. Sana says, yes, that's my area. Chad says, the male Black Widows don't have venom. Maybe it was a male, Allie. Tyrion says, think I got it confused with Blighted Lands, but 3 times 1 kingdom still gives a buff, including some magic, even though Phoenicia is Suncrest, all troops get buffs. That's true. I never really think about that as I'm playing the game and making teams. Every once in a while, maybe. Like, I don't think about pet buffs. I don't think about kingdom buffs. I don't know. That's not the first thing I think about when I'm making teams. If I happen to get them, it's cool. But I'm never going to, like, build a team around a kingdom buff or a pet buff. Except for maybe, like, a soul farming team. Like, I don't know. Even then. I never do that. I don't know. Maybe it's something people do, but it's just not me. I'm never thinking about the kingdom buff I'm going to get if I make all the troops from the kingdom, or I'm never thinking about I have a pet that buffs this or that, so I'm going to make a whole team out of this or that so I can get the buff from the pet. I never think about that. I'm more thinking I want a tank, I want a mana generator, I want some damage dealers, I don't want mana conflict. What am I doing? Am I doing true damage? I want to make sure I'm doing true damage with all my troops. What am I doing? Am I doing instant kill? I want to make sure I'm doing instant kills and building around that. Am I looping? I want to make sure I'm building around the looping. Oh, are you kidding me? My streams always do that. I think I'm still here. Somebody must have got onto Fortnite. I think that's what happens. I think we're still good, though. But that's how I think when I'm making a team. I'm thinking about how am I going to kill the enemy? And if I'm doing true damage, I'm going to go all in on true damage. If I want to use Tesla, she does true damage. She's boosted by armor. Her 50% start is Holy Saint Astra. Those are the things I'm thinking. And how am I going to get her up? She's red and blue. What am I going to do to get her up? I'm never thinking like she's a human from this kingdom, and if I use all that... No, I never think like that. I got a pet that's human buff, and if I use all humans... I don't think like that, so... Maybe I should, but... Just being honest here, I don't ever think about pet buffs or kingdom buffs. They're nice when they happen, though. It's kind of like a complementary, supplementary thing that I don't think about. It's like a passive perk that you don't think about. It's nice to have, but it's kind of like a passive thing you don't really build around. That would not be the first thing I think of anyway. Thinking like, how am I killing, and then build the team around that? How am I going to get that killer up and build around that? How am I going to protect that killer? Do I need a summoner if something dies? Blah, blah, blah. Am I mana blocking? If I'm doing true damage, am I doing it all the way? If I'm doing instant kill, am I doing it all the way? If I'm looping, am I doing everything I can to keep that loop going? My pets are just there. I'm a bad pet owner as far as this game is. I keep the Chihuahua on my shoulder from forever. That's my Rocky. That's never coming off. Doesn't matter what you have on your shoulder anyway. You get the bonus from everything in your stable. That's another reason I don't really care about like a pet buff. I'm just everything in my stable applies if it applies, so I'm not gonna try to build around something just because I have it. Lego Man says, yeah, the worse class, the better the chance, for sure, because then less people will be trying to get it to 100. You don't want to, you really don't want to do that unless you're going for the leaderboard. You're not going to sit there and level up Knight and waste a ton of gems getting it to 100 unless you're going for the leaderboard. Or it's like the last class you need to get to 100 or something like that. That's a waste of gems, in my opinion, unless you get the leaderboard. And even then, it's just like something you do for fun to get on the leaderboard these days. It's not a viable way to get any like resource or anything really. You're probably going to lose more gems than you're going to gain, but hey, I think everybody should try to win a leaderboard at least once. And then, like I said, back in the day, getting Zul'Goth and stuff, if you don't have CT, or it could be a little supplementary way to get more power orbs and whatnot. The Three Musketeers is here. Hey, Lego Man. Supernova says I had a perfect dungeon run this morning. Nice. Tyrion says, for Phoenicia team, for my current buffs, Foe, Hierophant class, Wand, or Flame of Fur, Mirage Queen, Leprechaun. My buffs for 3 Bright Forest troops are +6 magic, +12, and +36 HP, +12 shield. That's good. +6 magic is good. Class tree also gives another +1 magic to all red. This class and team build give Phoenicia one of the highest possible damage totals. That's good. Only problem for me is I use Fomag, which doesn't use a class. But I used to use that team, and it's probably hits harder. I think I definitely used to. I think that's what I used to use too. I probably did Sunspear though, honestly. Good morning, Garth. I just read your comment from yesterday. Isabel says, I thought I was tripping, but now I'm laughing. Red Macaco. The Ruby Macaco. Oh, yeah. Is it called Ruby? It drops 3 booty gems. Supernova says, Phoenicia is so niche, it's hardly usable. Niche. Niche. Phoenicia. She used to be the best, man. She had the world record for pet rescue. It was the hardest hitting AoE in the game for a while until Diamantina came in. It's not a top 10, but it was fun. Like when it was the best, it was definitely recommended. Nowadays, I don't know. Can you get it as easy as a Diamantina? It's probably slightly easier. Depends how unlucky you are with Dragonite and eggs and stuff, I guess. Tyrion says Foe has definitely fallen off since Diamantina released. Yep. All of my research was with a few other players when we were trying to max its damage for a quick one cast. Yeah, there's definitely people out there that do that. They're trying to... Some of them are trying to get the world record and like... If you can clear the 7th and 8th battle in one shot, you could definitely maybe take first place. Definitely maybe. Gar says it was a pretty good setup. The team you should... Didn't you recommend a team? What did I do? What were we talking... Which... Was that for the world event or the class event? Dude, I loved my class event team. I went the Duskbringer. I wanted to use it the whole way, but I had to do high, mid, low. Yeah, I should probably just do all my battles, huh? So once we're done with this, I will do holiday event so I don't forget. And then I'll do maybe Underspire and then just PvP the rest of the time. So that's going to be never ending, most likely. We'll have an end for the holiday event. This, the holiday event, and the Underspire will have end points. The PvP likely will not have an end point, so we'll do it last. You guys like the streams every day so far? It's kind of the beta version. We'll really be, by this time in January, we'll really be into it. I think I'm gonna, as long as no outside forces interrupt me, I think I'm gonna be able to do it. There might be a day here or there that I can't. Yeah. I'm trying to get the word out, IRL, that I'm streaming every day at noon. That way there's no conflict of interest. But I'm sure there's gonna come a day where I can't stream at noon. Kinda hoping it's like a Wednesday or a Sunday and we can do Gems of War at least. I'm liking it so far. I just need to, you know, maybe shorten them a little bit. Make sure I get everything done for the day in the game, which are two things that don't go together. Shorten it a little bit, but also do more. Because I had to end up playing last night, and I really didn't want to. Kind of want to like capture all my gameplay for Gems of War on live streams, and then not play outside of that, except for maybe on Vault Weekend or something. Like I probably should be doing PvP outside of live streams, but I'm kind of okay with just meeting my goals and maybe getting third. I don't need to win. Like, the difference between getting third and winning isn't gigantic anyway. It's like 10 gold marks or something, right? Especially the difference between, like, second and third. I think it's like 5 gold marks. I do want those books, though. Those books are so valuable, it's crazy. Just how rare they are in the game. I think some people don't even recognize it. It's like the Underspire. That's what I always compare it to, because those orbs are so valuable. And you can double a gold orb, and people are not doing it. Same with PvP. You can get a book. It's not writs. It's like 1 billion writs. It's not deeds. It's like 50 deeds. How many deeds do you usually get if you even get any? Like 6? All of a sudden you're getting 50? How many writs do you normally get? 60 or 100 or 200? How many writs is that? That's like a 50,000 writs or something crazy. I don't even know. Probably exaggerating, but just think of it like that. How many gems it would cost to buy that many deeds? Like, you see a merchant or something? You see a merchant with the purple deed? You buy it. How many gems is that? And then how many do you need to make a whole book? And you can get 3 books. The value's crazy. You should be doing PvP for sure. I know the loading sucks right now, but that should get better. I know the enemy teams are weird, but that should get better too. You don't have to win the global leaderboard either. You don't have to go to the 7th boss in the Underspire. You can go to the 4th boss. You can go to the 2nd boss. But do something. Don't just totally skip it. I feel like some people are out there like totally skipping PvP or totally skipping the Underspire. And there's crazy valuable stuff in there that we've been asking for. Alright, one more unless I get a Vow Raven, then we'll move on. Isabel with the 2, thank you so much. You guys definitely have that train a-moving now. Coming through with that underdoggy. We're swinging on the swang. Our legs are tired. We're losing the momentum, and then here you go, running under with the underdoggy. I'm going to jump and see how far I can go, and then make a little mark in the sand. And then somebody else will get on the swing, and then they'll go so high that they'll go over the bar and do a whole 360, and then they'll jump over the line. Then somebody will walk in front of them and get kicked in the face. And somebody will fall off the swing. The chain will break. Be swinging, you'll be super high on the swing, and the chain breaks, and then you're like Tarzan. All of a sudden, you're Indiana Jones. Let's make sure I gave to my guild and all that business. Yep. I just need some seals a little bit. We have open slots. If anybody's on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure we have open slots, so... Yeah, we got 2 of them. 1,000 gold, 2,000 guild seals, 425 trophies, and just participate. It's a good guild. We're 15th. Top 15. It's a good end guild. Especially if you're not super duper hardcore. It's nice if you are. But you can be semi-casual and still be good in this guild. 1,000,000 gold isn't crazy. And nobody's asking you to get first place on every leaderboard or anything. Joshua is here. Efley says the question is, do you like the live streams better? So far, yeah. I don't know why. I feel like I'm not competing anymore, you know, with you know, and I don't know why. It's just less stressful than hurrying up and putting out a video with, I don't know. It's strange. You wouldn't think it's easier. For some reason, to me, it's easier to just get on and do a live stream than it is to make like 3 videos, and I don't know. Okay, so what are we doing now? I gotta do the holiday event because I'll forget. I used up all my sigils for the world event. We did an arena at the beginning if you missed it. I did my adventure board, my dungeon, my world event, and now we're doing holiday. I just need Theodorovich. And it's Friday, so I gotta make sure I have enough to get it. It's getting pretty hard here, like, I have to 3-shot sometimes. But we're deep. Oh, nice. Missed. Okay. There we go. Beg for Mercy's here. What's up? Did I miss anybody that's here? Sana says, I like it so far because you can answer a question directly. Garth says, I'm on the West Coast, so later works for me. Joshua says the only downside is the book is random. That is true. But you probably need every single book. So no matter what you get, you need it. Be nice if you could choose. But on the other hand, nobody doesn't need every color book. So no matter which color you get, it's not like it's something you don't need. You probably need it. I doubt anybody has every single kingdom at max. And the thing stopping them could be books. But that is true. Man, I don't want to take skulls. Just need to get up the wand. Come on, wand. What are you doing? I must have minused green or something. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to get everything up again. Probably. Maybe. Nice. Supernova says, live streams can be engaging depending on how you structure it, but when you got so big, you can't answer any chat unless it's a top chat because the chat whizzing by so fast. For real. Luckily, that never happens here. I think the most viewers I ever had was like 80 or something like that. Which was still manageable. You'd have to get up to like 200 or something, probably. 200 plus. For it to be not manageable. I think I could manage like 100. I think the most I ever had was like 80-ish. 70-ish. I've definitely hit 50-something a few times. Well, most of the time we're in the 20s, 30s, or 40s. Or even the teens. So it's pretty easy to keep up with, for me anyway. I think that's the thing that, like, if you're live streaming, that's the whole point. Is to engage with the chat. People are taking their time out of their day to watch your stream and listen to you, so... I don't think I even need to buy any more in the shop. I have $3.95 and I only need 5 more, so I'll get that done tomorrow. I already bought all the pets. I bought a golden, and I just need Theo. I already got winter armor. I don't really need the Orb of Power. If I was going all out, if I had played on Monday and Tuesday, maybe I would try for it, but I didn't, so I'm just getting the things I need. Okay, what's next? Underspire. Make sure if I missed something, let me know, because like I said, yesterday I missed the holiday event. I did a delve instead. Like, I could have did the holiday event, and that would have... And we still would have got done at the same time, but I did a delve. Remember? At the very end? I think Anita gave us an underdoggy. And I, did a delve instead, and I could have did the holiday event, so... Alright, here's the low-level team for the Underspire. You see how it goes? I'll make a little video, and then I'll just keep using the team. I might switch out of it. But for now, I'm just going to keep it. Never think I'm using the best team possible all the time. Sometimes I just make a video, and I go high, mid, low in that order. And the last team I used was the low-level team, and it was still working fine, so I don't feel like switching out of it. This is no Mythic, no Legendary, no Dawnbringer, no Dustbringer, no pay weapons. It's like anybody can do this team. Or a variation, mix and match. It's not the best. I'm going to probably switch out of it, but... Since I'm only doing the free battles, I might not need to. I didn't really see any good options for, See, that's not a good... That's a bad dead end. You don't want to take that battle. There's no chest. Sauna says, only thing about PvP takes extra time, but very good loot. Yeah, they just keep adding more and more things that you probably should do. But there are other things that... Like, Explore 12, you don't have to do anymore. Gold farming, you don't have to do anymore. Soul farming, you don't have to do anymore. Delves, if you get them all done, like, that could be something that's over with. At the rate they're adding new things, though, it's not like... that's why it keeps taking more and more and more and more time. There are other things you could ignore. Like the biggest waste of time. You can ignore Arena if you want. It's not something they force you to do. That's the good thing about Arena, remember? It's not worse than Guild Wars or Treasure Hunt or anything like that because no one forces you to do it. You can't be mad at something that costs you nothing and doesn't force you to do it. You're not going to get kicked out of a guild if you don't do the Arena event this weekend. You're not going to lose any gems in the shop. You're not going to, you know? No one's forcing you. So how is it worse than like a Guild Wars where you have to do it or else people are going to look at you sideways if you do terrible and you're probably spending gems on Sentinels and stuff like that and stressing about it every day. Arena just leaves people alone. Can't be mad at an Arena. It's leaving everybody alone. No, it's not forcing itself onto anybody. I don't know why there's so much hate for something that doesn't even force itself on you. You don't even have to do it. It's kind of strange. Quit hating on it. It's there if you want it. And if you don't have to do it. I'm just going whatever way. I don't really have a strategy. Yeah, what's the best thing on the playground? What was y'all on back in the day? I was on the tetherball. I was the tetherball champion of the world. Or the basketball hoop. I was into sports, so. But sometimes I was just over there standing, talking about video games, too. What y'all do on recess back in the day? Was you on the slide? Going down head first? Was you trying to climb back up the slide the wrong way? Was you on the monkey bars? Trying to skip a bar or two? See how far you could jump? Then you, like, break your leg? And the nurse comes out and yells at you? You're on the monkey bars trying to see which one you could jump to and grab? And then you, like, almost make it, but your fingertips only get it, and then you, like, fly backwards and crack your skull? Or were you jumping off the swings? Seeing how far you could jump? Seeing if you could go do a full 360 on that swing and go over the bar? If one of your friends pushing you as hard as they can, see how high you can go. What else was there? Could hide in a little tunnel or something. Have a secret meeting. No girls allowed. Or you could just walk around. Just walk around. You get older, you stop, you think it's too... I'm not going on the slide, bro. I'm in 5th grade now. I'm just gonna walk around. I'm just gonna walk around. I'm too cool for the slide. Everybody else is having fun. Sliding down the slide. You're too busy being cool, just walking. Or there's like a fight. Schedule a fight out there. Meet me on the playground next to the swings. Meet me on the basketball court. You looked at my girlfriend sideways. You told on me. You're a snitch. Let's shoot the fade. Supernova says, yep, you need like 1k deed books to upgrade all kingdoms to max. Dang, see, it's a lot. Mark says, I would like to join guild. Me, please, please. Are you level 1000? You can definitely join. And then just make sure you do your thing. Give me your code or whatever, you know? If you're on PlayStation and you're level 1000. That's the only thing that could stop you from getting in. First of all, you got to be on PlayStation. Second of all, you got to be level 1000. Or, I could probably get you in if you're like 900 something, maybe. Do you qualify? Alright, so what's your code? Let me catch up in the chat, then I'll figure out your code and get you in. Sauna's recruiting for PC Mobile. Alfred's Pirate Gang, I think. Lego Man says playing gyms and having the stream running is great. I could definitely get used to doing this most days. Me too. Supernova says my friends and I were insane because we would do Superman jumps on seesaws. That's funny. Gar says I ignore PvP. It's too unbalanced. I keep pulling 10k battles over my top. Oh no. Go to the outer region and then just pick the lowest battle. You should be able to do that. But I get it, man. I could definitely help you, though, if you need help, Garth. We could figure out something for you. Beg said we had Foursquare. I remember Foursquare. That was fun. You get a little bouncy ball, and you have to, like, bounce it. Like a kickball or something. I don't know. Foursquare. Foursquare champion of the world. You guys made a belt in art class. Made a championship belt. Art class with your stoner art teacher. And today, guys, we're gonna listen to some Willie Nelson. And you're gonna paint your face. Today, guys, we're gonna look at the ceiling and paint the ceiling while we listen to Willie Nelson. I don't know, that's the first stoner guy that came to mind. Today we're going to watch Cheech and Chong while we draw butterflies. You know the art teacher's always like a stoner. The gym teacher is like the guy, he was on the football team, you know? He's probably like an offensive lineman. He couldn't make it. He didn't make it to college, but he was all in. He was all in. He was the jock. Now he's the gym teacher. Maybe he's the coach too. Coolest teachers were always like English and science, I think. Maybe. Math teachers were always mean. Why are math teachers so mean? I feel like the math teachers are always the worst. Science, they're always like eccentric. Maybe not Bill Nye the Science Guy, because I heard he's pretty mean. Science teachers were usually kind of cool. Like Breaking Bad. Or like Walt. And then like English teachers are always space cadets. But they're usually pretty cool too. They're not as spacey as like an art teacher though. Sorry if you're an art teacher out there. I mean, you're probably the exception. The bus drivers are usually like 3 sheets to the wind just to make it. Just to get through that. That's not funny though. I was just watching like a YouTube where a bus driver got arrested. That's definitely not funny. That's why I pick up my kids though. Not funny, bro. Shut up. It's true. You know how many teachers go to school like that? You see it on the news all the time. It's because they got to deal with all those kids. I can't believe it. Every other week, there's a new teacher that shows up wasted to school. You guys seen that on the news? That's crazy. You're in charge of a child. I get it, but pick a different job or something. Dodgeball, dude. I had the belt. I had the belt for dodgeball and tetherball. Maybe not basketball. I'm not 6'8". Yeah. Not 6'8" or anything. Not basketball. Football, I was good, but I wasn't awesome. Baseball, I was pretty good, but you don't play baseball on recess. Kickball was fun. I like kickball. You go onto the baseball field and play kickball. But like tetherball and dodgeball, I was the man. I could do the jumping splits. Make the ball go under my crotch. I could peg people right in the face on accident. I could throw the ball and hit the teacher on accident. No, I was really good. I was pretty good. The teacher gets real mad. Thinks I did it on purpose. Chad was on the swing. Yeah, bro. Me too. I better catch up. I guess that... Joshua says, I know you live stream on the PS4. How do you prefer to schedule them for a set time? Yeah, I love having it at noon. Like, I know when I'm doing it, and then I know... Like, it's... I just know when I'm... It's all consolidated into a period of time. So I'm not thinking about YouTube all day and Gyms of War all day. I'm going to do one in the morning, and then one at noon, and then one at night. Or I'm thinking the night before of what I'm going to do the next day. Or I got to wake up at 4 a.m. to hurry up. And I like that I'm going to stream at noon, and that's it. Spinning on the bar, says Ali. Beg says wrap the swing seats around the top bar. Supernova says, do we know what's next Friday's Mythic? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. What does it do? It hits all enemies. It makes purple gems. It webs. It's like a web. What'd I compare it to? It's like Elamagrim. It's like slightly better Elamagrim. I don't think it boosts off anything though. Does it? Maybe webbed enemies or something. It's okay. It's like a Elamagrim. It's not the best ever. If you see somebody calling it the best ever, I don't think so. But it's not bad either. I'm going to have to use it and see. You can't really tell on paper if it's going to be good or not. But you can sometimes tell if something's going to be horrible. Like it has no good traits, it's like a tank. You can tell sometimes when it's going to be horrible. So it doesn't look like that. It's not a tank that just gives life or something with no good traits. It does damage to all enemies, which is nice to see. But then, like, it's like everything else isn't. Nobody cares about web, right? It puts some purple gems on the board, but probably not enough. Who knows? Might be okay. Oh, you're submerging? Why? Only 2 purples? Well, they got up Leprechaun. We should probably do some PvP. We're getting close to 2 hours. That's one thing. So far, I think the stream's been too long, but it's okay so far. Like, when we stream, when the kids are back in school, and we stream at noon, I have to leave at a certain time, but we could still do almost the same amount of time. There's a hard out, you know? Supernova was master at monkey bars. I could do the whole thing in 2 swings. Nice. You must have long arms or something. What up, Imperial? Mark, alright, man. We'll get you in there. Yeah, you can just join them. I think we got open enrollment. You don't need an invite. Yeah, just look us up. Gar says that's why you're the man. There's 3 openings. Wow. Beg says, is there an After Dark or a Chatathon this month? I probably should, but when? It would have to be a last-minute thing. Because all we got's this weekend. Like today. I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe not. Maybe just start that back up next month. Next month would be the Chatathon. We had the Chatathon last month. It was supposed to be an After Dark this month. But then I changed my whole format and stuff, and we were doing so many live streams. Am I going to do another one at night? I'll let y'all know, but I doubt it, because I'd have to let you know, like, right now for tomorrow night or something. Because I think the 31st is pretty soon, and it would have to be this month. Yeah, it's the 29th. I'm thinking no. We'll do the Chatathon late January, though. I'll give you all a break off of that. It'll probably look bad on my numbers, of course. But I'll just remember that, you know? I'll just be like, yeah, well, I didn't do an After Dark. I changed my whole format. I didn't even make videos few of the days. I'll just have to remember that all the changes and stuff. When I'm crying on the 21st. If you're a YouTuber, you know what that means. I think it's the 21st for everybody. Gar says my shop teacher was the stoner. Allie says math teachers are probably frustrated. Gar says don't know how he had all his limbs. Mark says joined your guild? Nice. Sana says I was impossible in school, but the director liked my jokes and pranks. So yeah, same here. Supernova says OG playground equipment made stronger kids because the tetherball taught you how to defend yourself. The roundabout increased your endurance and balance because you'd get trampled by other kids if you fell. Allie says our chat is fun. Yep, the guild chat is fun. You said your name is MishMike48? Alright, I'll have to remember that. Morning social! Isabel says our dodgeball was others stand up against a wall and avoid the hits. North Cali! Alley, Northern Cali. Where the weed grows. Supernova says Seesaw taught you what goes up must come down. The monkey bars taught skipping steps is a bad idea. Swings taught you can't fly. The slide taught what lube is used for. Effley says seriously, I'd go back to working in a max security men's prison before I'd work in a school. Social says good thing Cinny streams for 3 hours so I can sleep in a bit. Allie says only reason for an After Dark would be for New Year's. I could, like, maybe, do you guys have plans? If you don't, because I usually don't. I usually don't do anything. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fireworks parade guy. I don't see the point. I don't like them. I know it's like a party pooper mentality. It's not fun to me. I don't have fun at a parade. And I don't have fun at fireworks. And the only thing that would make that fun is something I don't do too much anymore. So the only couple of things that can make fireworks or a parade fun, I don't do anymore, so they're not fun. It's like it's fun for kids, though, I know, so could take the kids to look at fireworks or something. So boring. Once you see fireworks 1 or 2 or 3 times, it's like, how many times are you gonna look at fireworks? And I don't know. Not my thing. You can make New Year's... It's not just fireworks, like, of course. Watch the ball drop. I guess it's not fireworks at all. It's more like the ball dropping, but... It's like a quote-unquote fireworks holiday in my... Yeah, I'm not a big fan. July 4th, New Year's. New Year's is cool, just like a fresh start. If you're gonna try to do something the next year. It's kind of cool for that. But otherwise, staying up watching the ball drop. Half the time I fall asleep anyway. Nobody really cares. Like, the kids don't care that much about it. And that would be the only reason I would do anything. At least I don't think they do. They aren't even talking about it. They're excited for Christmas, though. See, Christmas is a real holiday. Presents, food, decorations. You can do the same thing on New Year's, but it's just not as fun. Unless you're, like, partying. You're 20-something just going hard. Alright, that's the Underspire. That's probably as far as I'm going to go. I got to the second boss. There's probably no point in me going to the third boss, but maybe. We are streaming tomorrow. We do need things to do. Maybe I'll use up the rest of my torches and look for dead ends or something like that. But at the moment, the second boss is the goal for me, since I'm doing it for free. And I need to get to PvP pretty quickly here, because I have some competition. And I still need a couple more for that. Alright, let's look at this. Let's see where I'm at. Alright, well, what day is New Year's? So today's the 29th, tomorrow's the 30th, so it's Sunday night? Sunday night. I'll see, I'll ask, I'll see what's up. That could be possible, maybe. I've heard of people like, these people, the debunkers I watch, you know I watch like the ghost hunting, and then I watch the ghost hunting for entertainment. You know, most of it's fake, all of it's fake. But then there's like there's like these debunker guys that watch the ghost hunters and talk about all the fake crap. Well, like, one of them, like, they, as their community, the debunker community, they did like a Christmas, no one's alone for Christmas thing, and they like all live streamed on Christmas. So people had a place to go and people to talk to for Christmas. Maybe I could do that for New Year's or something. So I'm like not really doing anything, probably. I just got to make sure, right? So it could just be a pop-up thing. Maybe I'll let you know on Sunday. But if we do an After Dark, that'd probably be something like that. And it would have to end at midnight, though. That way it gets to go on December. I think if we go past midnight, it goes on to January, and I don't want that. So it'd be something where we end right when the ball drops or something, for me at least. EST. So maybe it's an idea. I don't know what Big Mr. T's doing. I don't like streaming while he's streaming, so it'd probably be after him. So it'd be like a short one, not a... If you guys want to, if I do, it's not going to be a traditional one. Maybe we'll end the stream and then start it back up or something. That might work. I'll figure something out. I'll let y'all know. Anyway, I'm in 6th place, which isn't good. I mean, I'm in the promotion zone. But yesterday I got 5th, and then this guy passed me back up. And to get to 3rd, I have to get 8,000. Yeah, you guys aren't wrong. People are going harder. Like this guy, I'm probably not going to catch that guy. That's not like crazy. I'm sure there's people out there that easily have that much this week. If you started on Monday and you're doing PvP for a good amount of time each day, I'm sure you could beat this guy. But for me, skipping Monday and Tuesday and then catching up Wednesday and Thursday, I'm not going super hard in PvP. So for now, for me to catch up to this guy, it's going to be difficult. I'm about to get 3 times what I got right now. But we better get started, I guess, because I really want to try to get 3rd. And I definitely don't want to get 8th. I'm in the Amethyst League, which probably a lot of y'all are in. So I better get started, huh? Alright, what do we got? I guess if you're just straight going for VP, you wouldn't have to chase the marks, right? I think, is that the strategy? Because I've been going to, like, chasing the silver marks. You could probably get more VP by not chasing them, huh? Like, do easier battles and stuff. But I like to chase them, because it's like, you want those marks, right? And I'm not trying to get first place on the global leaderboard, so I kind of want it to mean more if I'm going to do this and get those silver marks. Nocturnia was like the only option here. Alright, so we gotta do it all again. Come on, bro. Just pick something. There you go. That was good. I'm gonna need them both. Huh. It's enchanted. It'll get up eventually, so... I was trying to kill it for cast. Alright, 2 more to go. Slow, slow, slow. 1 more. Purple. Purple. There you go. Alright. Okay, if you guys don't... Yeah. If you guys want to, I might. I gotta clear it with Mrs. Sinny, though. Get y'all an extra live stream. Because Sunday was gonna be my, do whatever I want day, so... I was gonna play Elden Ring, but I'll skip the earlier one and just do the late one, maybe. We could start the Elden Ring up next week. You guys are like my main supporters anyway, so I gotta cater to the Gems of War community. I didn't even do a P99 video this week. I'm gonna start back up. It was a weird week. Christmas. This might as well take skulls too. This team is kind of slow, so any damage is welcome. Got the pet. Mark and Allie. Or was it Garth? Whoever joined, sorry. Mark, sorry. You might have to leave your house, Sana. Allie says, watch the ball drop and the rioting protesters expected to be there. Oh no. What about? What are they going to riot about this time? People riot so much. They don't have anything else to do. They don't fear going to jail or whatever. I would feel like I got 4 kids. I got so much crap to do. When would I ever have time to go protest or riot? I know people are really passionate about things, but you got to think about other people. Like it's crazy. You could end up in jail and then your family is like by themselves. Social says playing gyms is like watching fireworks exploding colored monsters. Anita says you could stream till midnight and start back up right after. Right. That's what I was thinking too, maybe. Joshua says, do you use the built-in PS4 broadcast option for live streaming? If so, what do you use to schedule the premieres? Yeah, I use it, but I have to do like I have to go onto YouTube and do like create a live stream. And then I say schedule it for whatever time. And then that'll put up a reminder, but I can't roll that reminder into the actual live stream. So then I delete that at the scheduled time. It's convoluted and confusing for people probably, but it's the only way I can put up a reminder for people. And it's nice to have that reminder sitting there for a day or 12 hours or 8 hours or 5 hours. It's nice. It's better than not having it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's kind of convoluted and stupid the way I have to do it. But that's what you would have to do. You'd have to... The first thing I do is go into YouTube and hit create. And then I think it's like live stream or schedule or something like that. It's one of those. And it's almost, it'll get scary for a second because it's almost like you're going to go live, but you don't. You're like scheduling it. You're not actually going live. And you would have to have like OBS running anyway to actually go live, so you're not going to actually go live, but it looks like you might for a second, but it's not, you're just scheduling one. You're not making one. And you have to change the time. There's like, it says whatever time you want. Then it'll put up like a thumbnail that says live in however many hours. So you want to make a thumbnail too. You don't have to. It'll pick some default thing if you don't. And the default thing don't look... It'd probably be your channel banner or something like that. I can't remember what the default is. So if you don't have a channel banner, it might be really... You probably should make a thumbnail for your reminder. And then I just use the same thumbnail for when I actually make the stream. I delete the reminder as I'm going live. And then I re-upload the thumbnail to the new live. It's stupid. If you're doing OBS, if you play on a PC as a YouTuber, you can just set a reminder and then open OBS and then it'll just roll into it. You don't have to delete anything or do anything like that. There might be a way on PlayStation. If you figure it out, let me know. I don't really sit here and... I used to. These days, I like looked and looked. I couldn't find it. I tried. I couldn't figure it out. So I don't really keep trying and trying and trying. If there's a way, let me know if you figure it out. To roll a PlayStation broadcast into a YouTube live stream that's on my computer. It's the same thing as like team codes and stuff. I can't copy paste a team code from the PlayStation. It's like my TV, my PlayStation, numbers on that screen. I can't copy that from there over to my laptop that's not PlayStation, that's not on the TV, that's over here on the laptop. You'd probably need some external connection like a Elgato or something like that. Which you could do. I mean, if I was a real professional, I'd probably have an Elgato and have it hooked from my PlayStation to my computer, and then I'd probably, I don't know, use a capturing thing on my computer. See how unprofessional I am? I don't even know. This worked for me, so I just kept doing it. And then I figured out OBS for when I want to play EverQuest and new account playthroughs and other games and stuff. But I never figured out the getting the PlayStation to the computer part, which is something you can do. So you don't have to be like me and do it all weird. You just have to buy an extra thing. Which I probably should do. I'm terrible at editing. I'm horrible with the softwares and all that. So anything like that, I'm good at just live streaming. I'm not good at all the behind the scenes crap. Why green? Because there's nothing else? Huh? Buddy? Punk? There we go. Lego Man says, what the? Your bucket of 30 and Amethyst looks ridiculously easier than mine. I got someone in 17th with 235 wins. Well, I must have got lucky. Allie says you can make it a last live late night and first live late night. Yeah, that's a good idea. Lego Man has 135 wins, not 235. Allie says, riots going on in New York supporting... Oh, okay. Joshua says, okay, I wasn't sure if there was a built-in scheduler for the live streams. You'd probably have to buy some external thing. What do you like using to create custom thumbnails, by the way? I use Canva. It's free. Canva is free. Just go to canva.com and create an account. And then you can go to Terran's World and get all the pictures and stuff for the characters. There's backgrounds, there's pictures, there's resource. There's everything you need on Terran's World as far as like the... And then Canva's where you would like put them in to a thumbnail. I think there's even a thumbnail option on Canva. You just go to Canva, make an account, and then click on thumbnail, I think. And then I just already all say, I just go on and I just type, yeah. It's easy for me because I've been doing it every day for a long time. I just brings it up right away, and it's like my old thumbnail, then I'll delete the old pictures and I'll just put new ones on it. So it's pretty much the same thumbnail every time, except for I'm deleting the old pictures and putting new ones on. So you don't have to like create a brand new thumbnail from scratch every single time. You just delete and then replace. So you could keep the same background, or you could keep the same font. You could keep, like, I have Gems of War in the corner. I just keep it there. I don't have to like put that on every single time. It's like a template, kind of. I just delete. If I'm not doing Queen Titania and King Aberon, I delete those two, and I'll put on Nocturnia and Lamash 2. And instead of saying class event, I'll just backspace, delete it, put in whatever, arena. I don't know. I think I have pretty good thumbnails compared to everybody else. Not in the YouTube space, but you know, the Gems of War. But I don't know. I've never even thought about, like, are my thumbnails better than anybody else's? Some of them are boring and they just replace like one word, and then you can just tell there's no effort at all. They like take one picture out, put one picture in, and replace like one word, and it's always the same color and everything. I try to change the colors to match the troops and stuff like that. I put more effort into my thumbnails too. I should be saying that, but I'm done talking about that crap. I still even do thumbnails. That was one of the things I was like, I can do live streams now and I don't have to worry about thumbnails, but it's like kind of fun. I kind of like doing them, so still kind of doing it. Just like make sure they can see everything, that like don't cover stuff up that you would want them to see. Got to use like eye-catching colors and stuff that they want. Thumbnail's the first thing everybody's gonna see, so it's pretty important. It can't just be like a bland nothing that just says Gems of War or something. You gotta put stuff on it that people want, that they'll click. Like, think of it as what would make you want to watch a YouTube video, and then apply it to your own thumbnail and try to think about what's going to make people click on this. What do they want today? Is it the faction event? Should I put the faction troops on there? Is it the Tower of Doom? Should I put a awesome looking tower with a troop blah blah blah? I'm done with this, right? Okay. Keep avoiding the central spire like the plague. It's probably decent for VP though, right? Or we got Stupid Giant, so I might do the middle one. I think you get a decent amount of VP from it. Maybe not, ew. Oh well, I gotta do it at some point. I think I picked the lowest here, because you know you can run up against some... Like, we got Chalcedony, Moonrabbit, and the Worm. All three of those could be bad news. Surprisingly, I'm going to pick Chalcedony, hoping they don't actually loot me to death. You can also get something called Tube Buddy. I think I let mine Laps. I used to have it, but now I don't. It's like $9.99 a month or something, and that has a thumbnail thing in it too. It'll take like a screenshot from your video, and then it'll let you make a thumbnail out of it, type of thing. It also helps you with tags, and it's pretty good. I think I missed a payment or something, and it got... I don't have it right now, all of a sudden. But I was using it for like 2 years straight, and then I just... One day it wasn't there. I must have missed a payment. It's pretty helpful too, but you probably shouldn't do that right away. I'd wait until you have a reason, you know? Just use the free Canva and all the free stuff first. Costs money sometimes. If you want to make a YouTube channel, it does cost money. Even if you're cheap like me. Like, I should definitely have a PS5 and a better computer, and then Elgato or whatever the hell it's called, and... You know, you gotta buy microphones. Your microphone will go bad, or you want a better one. Like, your microphone sounds like crap. That's like one thing that'll turn people off. So I've gone through like 3 or 4 different microphones, eventually getting better and better ones. Maybe your controller breaks, you have to buy a controller. My PlayStation was overheating, I had to buy a new one. It took forever to find one back during the Big P, Big C. I really will need a PS5. This laptop's horrible. I had to buy a laptop, and I bought like the cheapest one I could because it is what it is. Maka! Ali says your thumbnails are good because they are easy to find. Yeah, I think I stand out from the pack on that. Some people's look like the same as other people's, and then you can't even tell whose is what. Maybe that's the goal? I don't know. Maybe that's like a sneaky strategy. Or they look like somebody else, so you think it's somebody else. I don't know. I can't get into the mind of a snake oil salesman. You're late to the party, Brian. I answered your comment from yesterday earlier. Joshua says for a non-professional YouTuber, I think you do a pretty good job. Thanks. I guess I'm semi-pro. I do make money. And that's like the definition of being professional. It took a long time, though. And remember that. It's going to take a while, probably. You know, there are strategies to... dishonest strategies that could make you blow up a little faster, but if you do it the right way, it's going to take a while. It probably took me like 3 years just to get monetized. Lance Knight Bug, was that? Garth says every PvP battle is 16k or higher for me in PvP. I tried refreshing a couple times and it goes up to 19. Oh, wow. You like need a loopy team or like an instant kill team. You need something that it doesn't matter how high the stats are, probably. Alright, am I done with this yet? I don't know. I'm gonna do one more. Supernova says, I know a couple of Gems of War YouTubers who don't title their streams and or vids and don't speak. I can't stand it. Effley doesn't even look at the thumbnail. That's funny. Isabel says, I just can't help laughing at the devs for punking me into buying the PvP pets in Gems of War that are exact imports from Puzzle Quest 3. Oh, no. Dude, where is Gemma? That was kind of a thing that doesn't need to be said anymore, though. But yeah, I should bring her back. That was a whole bit brought on by some other thing. I should bring her back, huh? Usually she's there for like quest reading stuff for voices and whatnot. She comes back around. Oh my god! Oh my god, beg for mercy. It's like Gemma Jameson here. Wanna like play Gems of War, guys? I need a new character that's like a Don't Call Saul or something, like a car salesman guy. Like the salesman at the business. I gotta find a voice for that, because that would accomplish the same thing. My little inside jokes. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Now's the time! Only $5.99. You can get this brand new used car. It has 3 whole wheels on it. 1 windshield wiper, a mirror, and a chair, a seat. The steering wheel is even functional. Only for a limited time. You can have this brand new car. The engine will start sometimes. It's the best car ever. It's the Weed Whacker 5000. What's something you, like, don't need that's... Yeah. It's a cup holder for your cup holder. Come one, come all, you need this. It's the best thing ever. It's a cup holder for your cup holder. It's the... If you don't get it now, you'll miss out. It's the best thing ever. If you tell me later that it's not, then I will just ignore you. And I'm on to the next thing that's the best thing ever. What are you doing, car salesman? I'm looking up people to copy. I don't know how to do it on my own, so I don't want to work hard. I don't want to work hard and earn it. I just want to copy somebody else. Fake it till you make it, right? Only $9.99. Flex tape. Chad is back. Once live is over, you'll watch what you missed. I appreciate it. Supernever says there's a stream game that emulates being a streamer and what goes on behind the screen and makes it humorous but true at the same time. I don't know the name of the game, though. I think I saw that. I think I saw somebody playing it. Like, ironically, they were like a streamer and they were playing the stream game. Sitting in a chair. There's a horror game, I think. I think it was a horror game. And you're, like, streaming. But, like, somebody breaks into your house or something while you're streaming. Or there's, like, a ghost or something. I watched it for, like, 5 minutes, so I don't remember exactly, but... Somebody was playing it. They were, like, a streamer I watch all the time. And they were playing the streamer game. And it was kind of like a horror game. And then, like, people in the chat were saying weird stuff, like, look behind you! Or, what was that? Or, like, you know? Those games are kind of fun. Like Semi-Locker, I played that on the channel. Or I played, what I play? I played Sarah is Missing. That was kind of fun. That's on the channel if you want to watch something else. It's probably buried and no one can find it, but I played Sarah is Missing. It's like a... You find a phone on the ground and then, like, the person's missing and you have to go through their phone and figure out what happened to them. And then, like, somebody texts you. Or it's like their phone is like Siri or something, so the phone is also trying to find her, and like the phone is asking you to help find the person. Like they've been kidnapped or something, but you gotta figure it out. It's like a detective thing, kinda. It's a fun game. It's like kinda weirdly scary, like if it actually if you think about it like actually happening in real life. You have somebody's phone. It's just like on the ground somewhere, like halfway broken, and there's like a blood puddle next to it. And you, like, pick it up, and then all of a sudden a message comes through, like, if you go to the cops, blah, 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 and you need to help me find this person that's missing and try to use their phone to figure out where they are and what they did last, and look through the videos, and there's like scary videos on it of them like running from somebody. These games are cool. If you don't feel like playing it, you should watch somebody else play it. It's not everybody's thing, but if you like really get into it and think about it, like if it actually happened. Oh man, do I have this again? That's dumb. And the VP wasn't even that good. The VP's in the 40s. If you go to the outer... What? It's all sucky. Oh well, let's do this one for a change. I guess. Efley says if you copy someone, you'll get big in no time. For sure. That was like, I said that back in the day. But I thought it was going to be a girl, like a female. It was a dude. A dude did it. I said some girl should like just copy the crap out of everybody, and it would be like they would get so many views. I was sure of it. I laid out the whole strategy that some piece of crap could do. And then instead of a girl, it was a dude. It's so weird. He's like, oh, I'll do that. You should go get a bra and put it on and, ooh, I'll do that. That's a good idea. I'll get in the hot tub with just my panties on. It's a good idea, Sinnycool. It wasn't supposed to be for you, bro. It wasn't. I was, you know, maybe I didn't say it specifically, but it's supposed to be a female strategy, not for you, dude. Buddy. You're not the one that was supposed to put on the bikini top and get in the hot tub, but you did. And now here we are. And I'm still talking about it when I said I wouldn't. But somebody is talking about streamers and blah, 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 and Gemma, so... Something always gets said first. I don't bring it up first, usually. Sometimes. I can't. I do sometimes. Plus, we're like 2 hours in. What else am I going to talk about? Jimmy Jims. Rant time. Your favorite infomercial was the Slap Chop? What's the guy, Billy Mays? That's who he reminds me of. He's Billy Mays. Stuff that you don't need. Or, like, conning you into buying something or wasting your time. Like a con man. Billy Mays. Social says I only do heaps of PvP because it makes fast money being low level, but I'm almost 200. Plagiarism is a standard on YouTube. That's the truth. There's like a whole giant video out about it right now. It's like terrible right now. It's worse other places where they just straight up, like a different country will put your whole video in a different language and like use it and put their watermark on it and stuff. It's crazy you gotta worry about that. I don't worry about it, but I don't think anybody would ever do that for this little of a channel. Like the bigger channels out there have to worry about a foreign person just literally stealing their whole video, not changing anything except for the language. There's a channel I watch that it's about the war and everything in Ukraine, and he's like, YouTube thinks he's doing that, but he's not. It's weird. Like, they're cracking down on it, but they're also... You know how, like, in this game, they're cracking down on using the wrong weapons and the wrong restrictions, but they screwed it up and it still says the weapon's locked when it's not really locked? Like, it's kind of like that. They're just cracking down on it, but they're, like, over... doing it on some people. Bag says they needs the Jennifer Lawrence troop, the first female action Gems of War troop. What would the perks be? Supernova says I renamed my toilet the Gem Collector. Don't get Doom Skulls. Cinny Hot Tub Stream. Brian says for sure a girl doing a cam with any play would be viewed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't even have to do anything gross. I wasn't saying that. Like, I think, you know, if they're in 20s or 30s or maybe even 40s or whatever, like, it's unfortunate. I'm just saying, like, I'm saying how ridiculous it would be. But I know the audience, like the fickle 50% would be all over it. I should stream from the dentist office. Supernova says only if I eat Taco Bell for lunch. Oh, yeah, what's up with the weapons not copying on a team code? It's their overprotection of that glitch that there was where you could do that before. People were taking advantage of using a weapon that's not in the restriction for the events. You could just copy paste. I think that's the whole thing. You would make a team outside of the event, and then you would copy paste it into the event, and you could use any weapon you wanted. I think that was the glitch. I never did it. I think I tried it one time. But, you know, I'm a rule follower, I guess. If there's a restriction, I'm just like, I'm just going to do the restriction. Some people aren't going to do the... Like, I'm trying to help people, not... I don't know. I guess that helps people, too. It's not horrible. Like, I would show... Like, if there's a glitch where you could copy a weapon into it, it's not terrible. But that's why, because they're overcorrecting for that. So now, it's not actually locked, it just shows a lock. I think it might be harder to copy-paste teams now, but you could still, like, manually go get the weapon, at least. Pretty sure. Like, when I showed my class event teams yesterday, they both had a lock on the weapons. But I used them, and you watched me use them, so you know they're good. I probably should go after this, y'all. I don't want to make it too long. I don't know. I might go a couple more. We'll see. I'm really not trying to... I'm trying to, like, be, like, a 2-hour a day, maybe. I was hoping it would not take 3 hours. You know? I'm trying to aim for more like the 1.5 to 2 hour range for these. And they keep going over 2 hours. So, I don't know. We're seeing what's up right now. It's the beta. Even though we've streamed a bunch before, it's just like daily. If I stream Gems of War daily, how long is it going to take for me to do my... If I'm just going to play the game after I make a video, how long is that going to take? And right now it seems like about 2.5 hours. Like, here's the video at the front, and then here's me playing the game normally at the end. And it seems like it takes about... Which seems about right from what I've been saying. The game takes almost like 2 hours a day to play, right? That's what I've been saying over and over and over. Used to be 45, then it went to an hour, and now it's an hour and a half. Now all of a sudden, it's like almost 2 hours a day you have to play. That tracks, because the first 30 minutes, I'm making the quote-unquote video on the live stream for whatever event it is for the day. And then the last 2 hours, it's not exactly that, but it's pretty close. This is how long it takes every day if you want to do everything you need to do, that you should do. You're going to end up playing for 2 hours a day. On a lot of days, not every day. Might be one day where you play for 3 hours and one day where you play for an hour, but on average. Does anybody disagree? Like, I should probably run a poll or something. Like, on average, how... But I already said what I would... So that would skew the poll. If I didn't say how long I thought it would be. That was 108 VP. That was good. Maybe it's because of all the extra stuff that this team does. Like, maybe the instant killing is not worth as much VP. I'm sure there's a strategy out there, y'all, to get all those extra little bonuses. I haven't really looked into it yet, but you guys let me know. That's something I would be interested in. I was thinking about it the other day. Like, look how I got 108 VP, and the matchup was worth, like, 50-something. So, obviously, I got a bunch of extra bonus points for using this team. So, there's... Maybe it's... loopy teams, skull damage. Maybe it's like Guild Wars where instant kills are worth less and true damage is worth less. It seems like it in my opinion. Like the unrestricted, I'm using like an instant kill team and I was getting low VP. Here I used a skull spam extra turn team and I got 108. Is that good? Is 108 even good? I don't know. Seems like it's pretty good. There's got to be a strategy of what restriction to do and what team to use to get the most VP. Like here it says 62, right? Let's see what I end up getting in total. Thank you, Isabel, for the 2 little underdoggy for me. Appreciate that. With the fox. That used to be my daughter's favorite animal, a fox. Forget what she's into now. You know how kids are. They switch what they're into every day. Like my one kid, it's like trying to buy Christmas presents. It's like, what are they into now? It's like, well, it was this. Like, yeah, but I don't think it's that anymore. And it's like, well, then it was this. I'm like, yeah, but I think they're talking about this now. And I'm like, I don't know. Should we do the thing that... I don't know. I can't remember. Because it's something new every day. Even if you try to keep up with it. You could be on the thing from last week. We'll just shoot for 2.5 today, y'all. So about 10 more minutes. I'll see how much I can get done in the last 10 minutes or so. How much was that? I didn't look. Dang. Alright, that's 68. Do I even need to be doing this? See, I don't know. I like to chase the marks. It's like a conflict of interest. You can either chase the marks and chase the gold or the orange things, or you can go to the spot that gets you the most VP or whatever. Oh, the Psycho Mega Missy. Sounds like I should be done soon. We'll do this last 5. We have outside interference. It'll get next week. Nobody will be home, so yeah. On some days they will, like the weekend. That's the one thing about streaming. You never know what's gonna happen. You better be quick on that mute. It's like doing a Nomapalooza. You better know you got the time and something don't happen. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh well. It's worked out, kinda. I need to find like a quick team that scores high VP that I can just run, keep going. I'm gonna have to look into that. Maybe I'll report back to y'all tomorrow. I'll keep track of like which team gets the most VP. It's just like I said, a conflict of interest. You want to chase the marks. But it's like, you're kind of chasing gold marks the other way. Trying for the leaderboard, right? Unless I'm like thinking the wrong way. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think somebody said it in the chat earlier. Like they're doing a certain restriction and they got a certain amount of points and like they keep doing the same restriction over and over and over because their best team is their fastest getting high VP. If you're always going if you're going to different places, it's the same as anything else in this game. When you're doing the vault event, you want to stay in the same kingdom and do the same Explore 1 over and over and over. You find a spot that's good for you, and it's the best spot. It never gives you any trouble. It's always one cast and you win, and you can keep it's repeatable, like back to back to back to back to back to back with no trouble, right? It's fast. It gives you exactly what you want. When you're doing Explore 12, same thing. Go somewhere where you know something's not going to be immune to whatever, and there's not going to be summoners, and it's not going to be a tough battle, and you can just repeat it. It's repeatable to where you're getting tokens and blah, 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 over and over and over, and it's not hard, and you don't run up against anything weird. I bet you PvP is the same thing. You find a restriction that's... Find a restriction, like at a certain point. You find your best team in the easiest spot that gives the most VP. I mean, there's nothing wrong with chasing the marks, though, too. Unless I'm thinking wrong about it. Maybe you get more VP for chasing the marks. I don't think so, though. I think it's two separate things. Because sometimes I'm scoring like 50, and sometimes I'm scoring 100. I want to get 100. Long streams are cool. Look, 108 VP. That's a lot, right? You do the only blue one, Social? Or you only do the blue? Supernova says, I want golden armor for my hero avatar. If they ever make it, I should have an animated glowing aura. You're like Dragon Ball Z, powering up. 4-hour airplane flights? Yeah, that'd be good. Longer streams just means we all enjoy each other's company, right? It might be behind a paywall. Beg says, I can't wait for live Guild War for all the colors. 30-0. Supernova says, I can have long streams if I stand on my roof, but then cops would be involved. Gob Truffle's your best team? Brian says, people on my ladder this week playing more PvP games than I care to. I feel ya. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go for first or anything. I'm going for third, and I don't even know if I'm going to get it. But once again, like I said, I didn't play it all Monday or Tuesday, so that's kind of skewing everything. If I've played 3 days when I would have played 5, I would almost have double the VP if I... You would think. Something like that. Maybe a little less, right? I should have 40% more than I have. So I would have did some PvP. I would have made a video on Monday. I would have did some of it on Tuesday, probably. I'm gonna do Megavore this time. Let's strip all their armor off. Ooh, that was a little faster, huh? Let's do this, because they only got 6. I was hoping a Doomskull would hit. That was faster when I cast Megavore, but you just give up your turn. 85 that time. For some reason, I got less. Maybe that's the Megavore effect. He stripped the armor instead of... Like, maybe that doesn't count as good. Alright, this is worth 90. Alright, 2 more battles and I better get out of here, y'all. I do appreciate y'all, though, hanging out with me. If you have any questions, let me know, or leave it in a comment, and I'll address it tomorrow, like I've been doing. Every stream so far, I've answered the comments from the previous stream. Kind of want mana that doesn't go to Sycorax, almost. Because... Oops, that was dumb. I want to get the wand up, almost. It is what it is. Should have stuck with Psycho. 13 green, let's go. Now he switched to brown, let's go. Let's do Megavore again, see if it's faster. And now we lost everything. What is going on? Gotta get everybody back up now. Oh, it was the Corvash drained us, I think. Let's kill that. We just need skulls. We're so close. There we go. You guys ever instant kill with High King Irongut, then try to instant kill with like CT, and like as the soul is rising from the... You try to like make them combine into one soul? You know what I'm talking about? 111 there. Now my dog's barking and everything. I think it's pretty close to the end of the stream. All signs point to last battle here. I even said I'd probably be streaming for like in 2.5 hours, which is exactly what we're at. Oh, green, brown. I should have looked for an extra turn maybe, but I'm trying to hurry. Alright, Megavore, but we can't leave extra turns. If we're gonna Megavore, you can't leave extra turns up there. You gotta grab them. So, and I got an insta-kill for it. Perfect. And then we Megavore. Now Missy should destroy him, huh? Bang, it's a little bit faster. Hey, like I said, sometimes with my teams, it takes a while. And this team has been the one giving me the most trouble, the Psycho Mega Missy. And we remember yesterday when I had to keep fixing it? Well, now it's even more fixed. I keep forgetting to look at the VP there. Cast Megavore as fast as you can. Tribute. Goals. We're there. We made it. I would claim it, but then it would start my gold and soul boosters, and I'm not playing the game anymore. So tomorrow we'll claim this, and we'll have gold and soul boosters, and we'll have an extra 1,000 VP. So we can add 1,000 here. Now I got a phone call. See, all signs point to get off of here. So I'm in 5th now. I'm gonna get an extra 1,000. I bet you they all have their extra 1,000 already. So that'll be cool. I'll be right up this guy's booty hole. And then that person's not too much further ahead, so yeah, we're gonna try for 3rd. Gotta get our 1,000 VP for claiming our bonus thing, goal thing. I think that's it though. Is there anything I didn't do? Did adventure board. We did the XP booster. Oops. Everything's on this video earlier if you want to see anything. I should probably get that pet, but I'm not going to. I did the dungeon, bought the dungeon offer. We did the world event. I used all my sigils. That's all I can do right now. I should probably collect them, though, because there might be tokens, which could help me do better. We did the holiday event. That's the thing I forgot yesterday. We did the Underspire. We got to the 2nd boss. There's always something else you could do, but that's good for today. Like, if I was going to keep going, I would do 1 delve, and then I would do some vault keys. Or I'd probably keep doing PvP, because it's a competition. But anyway, I got to get out of here, y'all. Gobtruffle is a good team. It's consistent. It's not super slow. You're trying to get into the demotion zone this week, even though I want those gold marks. I will get them next week if they're easy to get. I want Wand of Stars, but that stupid tarot card won't drop. Oh, no. Got to get a bunch of vault keys, man. That's all you can do. Just like if you need the Horde Mimic Mythic, the only thing you can do is open boss chests. So the only thing you can do is open vault keys. It sucks and it's RNG, but there's no other way to make it. If you don't shoot the shot, you can't make it. You're not going to score a point if you don't shoot the shot. So you got to get as many vault keys as you can and just keep opening them until you get the tarot card. I know it sucks. Social says people will be sweating now you're coming for their spot. Yeah, maybe, right? It's kind of funny to get right close to them so they start trying to go ahead. Affecting other people. It's kind of funny. That's another thing, though, with this game, man. The XP booster, like the 15-minute XP booster, they're making us play more just to win a leaderboard. So now we're going to stay on the game longer and we're like competing with each other to who can play the game longer, right? This is turning into who can play the game longer, the game. Because on the PvP leaderboard, the 30, everybody's looking at each other like they want to, like, I want to pass you up. And then if you pass me up, I'm going to play more. And if you pass me up, I'm going to play more. And the devs are just sitting there laughing, like twiddling their fingers and their mustaches and stuff. Like, haha, that's exactly what we want, you to play more. It looks good for us when we go to investors or whatever. Anyway, I really gotta go. Thank you so much for being here. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. We'll have another one tomorrow at noon. Every day at noon, I should be streaming, except for maybe Sunday, because we might do it at on New Year's Eve. You know, for the After Dark, like y'all were saying, maybe. But back to it on Monday, noon, everything in it, like the teams, the weekly preview, and everything you need on Monday. I think we have a new kingdom and all that. So that'll be a hype stream. That'll get some numbers, probably. There'll be a lot of people. So make sure you don't miss it on Monday. It can't miss, I feel. Like I probably won't be disappointed, at least. You know what I'm saying? Monday's gonna be hype, so you should be here. Maybe the first live stream of the new kingdom, maybe. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I know Tacet streams at 8, and I'm gonna stream at noon, and that's before 8. So I don't know what everybody else is doing, although I don't care about any of the... You know, Crisp is cool, but I don't really care. But I might be the first stream of the new kingdom, which would be cool. We can figure it out together. I don't claim to know everything about the game, so maybe we can figure it out together, you know? And Tuesday, once again, live stream. Wednesday won't be, but it'll be something at noon. But maybe Gems of War, since we have a new kingdom, I might just do Gems of War again on Wednesday. Who knows? But just check every day at noon. Most 5 out of 7 days, it'll be Gems of War for sure. Alright, y'all. Wonderful's been a member for 10 months. Do appreciate that continued support. That's almost a year. Monday, Monday, Monday. Don't miss the Monster Truck Rally. Gravedigger. Bigfoot. What's the other one? Isn't there like a Bigfoot copycat? Bigfoot. It's like large feet or something. I don't know. Thank you for joining me today. Brian, Walker, Sana, Garth, Chad, Social, Wonderful, Anita. Wonderful Anita. Isabel. Social, Brian, Anita. Supernova. Beg for Mercy. Effley. Isabel Archer. Beg for Mercy. Thanks again, Isabel, for all the support today. That helps a lot. Underdogis. The Train. Brian Walker. Supernova. Beg. Isabel. Effley. Supernova. Lego Man D. Garth George. Maka Felix. Joshua. Got Ali Bandy, Lego Man. Mark was here today. Asking some good questions, joining the guild. Garth, Beg, Ali, Mark, Imperial Topaz. Garth, Supernova, Mark, Sana. Isabel again with the 2. Thank you so much. Beg, Effley, Tyrion Shark. Probably working right now. Same as Chad, right? Working and lurking. Supernova, maybe 2. The 3 Musty Tears was here again. Appreciate that. John was here today. John Bergeron. Livewire was here. I hope I said hi to Livewire. Sometimes I go back through all the names and I'm like, did I say hi? They only said one thing and I don't remember. Ali, Supernova... Michael was here again. Lone Wolf Michael. And that's as far as I can go back. And as far as I know, Michael was first, Sana was second, Chad was third. Shout out to Ali, too, and Effley. And then the fan funding. Anita ran out there, rag in her back pocket, butt crack showing. Then she leveled up and figured it out and started the engine and annoyed the neighbors. Isabel said, we need some Taylor Swift. Let's bump it. Let's be the parking lot DJ. I literally saw a parking lot DJ the other day. And I was in the parking lot going, parking lot DJ, parking lot DJ. And some other guy looked at me like, yeah, I know. I know, bro. Then I went inside and I saw the parking lot DJ. They had all their doors open. They had a white Hummer or something. All their doors open just at the gas station with their music blaring with nobody in the car. Like, okay. Thanks for the music, bro. Thanks for the entrance music, like I'm a wrestler or something. He's got to have his entrance music for when he walks out to the ring to the freaking gas station. He's got to have his wrestler entrance music or something. What the hell? And then Isabel upgraded, so now we're really moving. And then Gifted won. And then with the double deuce. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And back to the bottom. Why do they need entrance music to the gas station? I don't get it. Getting some smokes. Buying a scratcher. Getting some beer. What do you say? Alright, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll leave you on that. Have a great day. You're the best. See you tomorrow at noon. Peace out. See you, Sana. Later, social. Peace out, Mark. No problem, man. I'll see you in the guild. I took 10 minutes backing into my spot.